What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Battles of Legend, Relentless Revenge. People got their hands on it. As you can see before me, the entire set has been spoiled. Let me see if I can actually find. There we go. There's the pictures of the set. People have actually got these babies open already. They posted pictures on Facebook of the rarities. We know everything that's in here, and I want to discuss it, break it down, find out what you guys are looking forward to, find out what I'm gonna pick up because, yeah, you know I'm an Guys fan. I'm looking at that ultra rare manifestation and the ultra rare Hexia right here. Definitely need copies because I got supers, but those are about to go to the trade binder, never to be seen again. Might even put them online or something like that if I can find somebody to buy them, but I want the ultra rares. Let's go ahead and talk about this set and break it down. We knew about some of the stuff that was going to be in here because Konami, they obviously posted their article, but that only had, what, 18 cards revealed. That didn't show everything, and we knew some of the stuff because, you know, it's on the front of the pack. We knew the Ultra Guys cards were going to be in here because Konami has to fix the text on them. Wasn't sure what the rarity of the Ultra Guys cards were going to be, but let's go ahead and look at some of these cards. And I'm not going to cover every single card in this set, just some of the cards that I find to be relatively interesting. You can see that all of the Time Lords, and there are a lot of them, Sandion and Michion, and what else we got here? Meteon. Looks like all of the Time Lords are actually going to be ultra rare. There's Torrential Tribute, Cyber Dragon. I can use some ultra rare Torrential Tributes. Definitely a card that I think I only have like one copy of. We have Cyber Larva for some reason. I can understand some of the Cyber Dragon stuff getting printed in here, including the original Cyber Dragon. I think that that's the Cybernetic or the Cybernetic Revolution art. I really feel like Konami needs to do more what I used to call the sexy Cyber Dragon, kind of the one that looks dark, the alternate art Cyber Dragon. I feel like Konami should probably do a little more than, with that. I know that they did have it on a playmat for, I believe it was like one of the U.S. Nationals way back when. But I still feel like it's really good, and they should probably do a little more with it. Obviously, the Cyber Dragon stuff is in here because Cybernetic Horizon, which comes out next month, is, you know, a lot of Cyber Dragon stuff in there. Plus the DP20, those cards will be coming to the TCG shortly as well. A lot of Neospatian cards in here. That's because Neospatians are getting a TCG exclusive and Cybernetic Horizon, including the card that I talked about in my video, Covert Contact. It looks like basically all the main Neospatians, Aqua Dolphin, Hummingbird, Grand Mole, Dark Panther. I mean, some of those cards are not really like, I mean, even if Neospatians got like some busted fusions, I don't know if I could see them actually seeing play. Like, yeah, Grand Mole's good, Dark Panther's good, but Hummingbird, really? Is anybody actually going to play that card? I mean, maybe if you go in the time, that shit's busted, but generally speaking, not really all that good. TG Wonder Magician, again, I think that makes way more sense whenever they give us Needle Fiber. Needle Fiber is confirmed to be not in this set, so you can pretty much get that out of your mind. Naruto, the Moral Leader, that's an interesting card for you Pendulum players out there, especially if you're running, you know, the Mythical Beasts in your deck like Jackal, that's a level 6. Pendulums can, they can play some level 6 monsters to try and get to that. Performage, Damage Juggler, and Trick Clown. That's really nice because we went from Damage Juggler being banned for forever to Damage Juggler now getting a rarity upgrade. To be honest, you could actually go back to Clash of Rebellion and you can make an argument that all the Performance cards in that set, which I believe they were all common, you can make a legitimate argument they should have been like ultra rare. I mean, Plush Fire, Trick Clown, Damage Juggler, maybe not Hat Tricker, but Mirror Conductor, like those cards did see a lot of play. Maybe not ultra rare, super rare on some of those. Anyways, Altergeist Hexia Manifestation, I showed you guys in the picture right there. There's a copy of the Altergeist cards. Well, that's Hexia, and then Manifestation is in this first picture. Konami had to put these cards in here just because they have to update the card text on them so that, you know, players have the actual like new updated text, not just on the online card database. Psyframe Driver, we knew about that one before. Let's see. It looks like the Wind Elemental Lord. No, that's the Fire one. That is Pyrorex. That is the one that's similar to Volcasaurus, I believe. That's the one that's it's supposed to be like Ring of Destruction, where you target a monster, I believe you blow it up, and then your opponent takes damage equal to its attack. Correct me if I'm wrong. We have Windrose Elemental Lord. That is the Feather Duster one, unless I'm mistaken. Unizombie and some Noble Knight stuff. We knew about the Noble Knight stuff and Unizombie because of what Konami already posted. We got more Dark Lords in here, not just Ishel. But we also have Dark Lord Nastin, Eater of Millions we knew about. Actually, this is interesting. We have Trickstar cards in here. I was not really expecting that. I mean, I get it. The Boral cards, well, we have Borreguard Dragon and Topologic Gumblar Dragon. So I guess that kind of opened the door for there to be a lot of anime stuff in here. And we know that Trickstar Reincarnation is in here. So I guess it kind of makes sense. All right, we have Full Metal Foes Alkahest. We have Bagusta number 41. That is a card I'm definitely going to pick up. I know some people are like, come on, Cap, super rare, ultra rare. What's really the difference? Hey, man, it matters to me. We've got World Chalice M. Duck, Gyre Saber, the Lightning Shadow. Again, I probably want this because like secret rares are nice, but ultra rare is my favorite rarity. I would prefer to have an ultra rare copy of Gaia Saber than a secret rare. Like I would even, I mean, if I just saw somebody at locals, like I would trade straight up my secret rares for ultra rares in 90% of the case. We've got Kaiju Waterfront. That is really good. I believe, has that card ever been in a holographic rarity? I'm not sure. You guys let me know in the comment section below, but I know that it should, not just because World Child's play, because it's just a really good card, to be honest. I believe the Kaiju Files, yeah, Kaiju Files are also an ultra rare. Pre-Preparation of Rites, which I love in my Relinquish deck, and obviously sees a lot of play in most Ritual decks. Well, not all of them, not like Necros and whatnot, but a lot of Ritual decks do play the card. And we're getting more ritual support. We're getting so much ritual support coming up, especially in Cybernetic Horizon. I think it makes a lot of sense to go ahead and print it there. Banishment of the Dark Lords. Foolish Burial Goods is definitely a good reprint. Duelist Alliance. We've got a couple of World Legacy cards. World Legacy Discovery and World Legacy's Heart. Not sure. I think people do play Heart. I'm not sure about Discovery. Solemn Judgment, Bottomless Trap Hole, Solemn Strike, Dark Lord Enchantment, and Unending Nightmare. Unending Nightmare is still, in my opinion, a fantastic card until we really enter, or until we exit this field spell era, where basically every deck in the Yu-Gi-Oh is playing like some sort of field spell. Everything from ABC to Invoke to Spiral to Trickstar, you name it, you know, True Draco. I feel like Unending Nightmare is obviously going to be a really strong card. It's a good card against Sky Strikers too, because they have their continuous spell card, they have their field spell. If you do blow the field spell up, they can get a Ray, but I mean, sometimes it's kind of worth it in that situation. Let's go to the secret rares. And I think Foolish Burial Goods is just really good at this. No pun intended by that. Seriously, no pun intended. I think Foolish Burial Goods is really good right now because you have Sky Strikers and the fact that they play Metaphors Fusion. So obviously that's like a meta deck that's running the card right now. To the secrets, these I actually haven't completely looked over. I looked over the ultra rares. Okay, we have Flying Elephant Cinderella, Hextrude, the waifu of waifus. Looking for cards that have been reprinted. Nothing so far is amazing. Ooh, number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. I expected that card to be a secret rare. It's on the, you know, the cover of the pack. Probably one of the best cards in this entire set. Same thing goes with Borreguard and Topologic Gumblar Dragon. Both of them are confirmed to be secret rares. We could pretty much assume that from the picture. The fact that they didn't have the gold, print. Ooh, there's a secret rare version of Monster Reborn. Man, a lot of people are going to like that. I tend to lean towards more to the LOB copies of Monster Reborn, but still fantastic. Took us so long to get that card back in the TCG. Card Trooper. Card Trooper is a card that's always been pretty good, all the way back from the GX era to today. Maybe they're putting that in there because Jaden used it in the anime, and it, you know, obviously he used like the Neospatians, where technically he created them. Sorry, I just spoiled season 3 of the plot. Anyways, we got Phantom Knight cards. Phantom Knight Ancient Cloak, Silent Boots. Those are both considered, or those are both secret rares. Supreme King Darkworm, that's a good reprint. For a second I thought it was Supreme King Starving Venom. I'm like, wait a minute, didn't you just ban that card? Brilliant Fusion as a secret rare, that is obviously one that people are going to go after. I feel like the Brilliant Fusion is not actually going to be all that cheap. Like, I don't think it's going to be like $1 card or something like that. Like, I think that it'll reduce the price of all the Brilliant Fusions, but I don't think it's going to be like so cheap that everybody can just wipe their ass with Brilliant Fusions if you'd ever want to do that. Honest Neos, Metaphors Mithrium. Kind of feel like that card has been printed so much already because it was already an ultra in Invasion Vengeance, I believe, and then we reprinted it in the Megatons. I feel like that might have been a little unnecessary. We have a Crystron, but it's not Needle Fiber. Rest in pepperonis to anybody who was expecting Needle Fiber. I said it before, Needle Fiber was not going to be in this set, because if it was, Konami was, that would have been the #1 thing that they would have announced when this set was first revealed. They would have talked about Needle Fiber. You don't just like hold that card as a surprise, because it is a set seller. So I didn't think it was realistic for Needle Fiber to be in here. I think the set still obviously has a lot of good cards in it. There's a secret rare copy of Union Hanger. The ABC boys are going to go crazy over that. Obviously, ABC is still a very popular deck. It seems to be topping still YCSs and a lot of these World Championship qualifiers. So people will definitely like that. We got Diagrams. Speaking of more field spells, same thing with Trickstar Reincarnation. This will probably be... Could this be the most expensive card in the set, I wonder? Or, yeah, you know what? Well, there's still a lot of anime stuff in here, so I think it's a little hard to tell. Tornado Dragon, a very good card. It seems like with some of these secret rares, like Gamecill, Dark Lord of Shell, they really picked up the pace. Monster Reborn, I think a lot of people will be looking after, or a lot of people will be chasing after that. Overall, I think that this set is pretty good. I think that there's some anime tie-ins here with future sets that I would have probably liked to see go to some better cards. You know, like, do we really need all the Neospatians reprinted as ultra rares? It's not like you can't just get them out of the old ass, you know, GX sets like Striker Neos and stuff like that. But I mean, overall, some of the cards that they printed, especially when it comes to the secrets like Reincarnation and Gamecill, Secret Rare, Honest Neos, you know, Eater of Millions, Kaiju Waterfront being upgraded to like, you know, hollow forms, Damage Juggler. Like, a lot of these cards got incredibly good upgrades, or they're just cards that you know, people kind of want, like they want to be able to get them easier. I wish there were a couple more extra deck cards that were easier to get, like some chase cards in here. Didn't really get that in this set, but I still think that this is a pretty good set overall. Me personally, I want the Altergeist cards, and I probably want a number 90 Galaxy Photon Lord, just because I think that card's awesome. I might not even play Galaxy, but that card is just, I'm so in love with it that I'll probably pick up some copies of that just because I like the card in general. So whatever you guys think of the set, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, turn on that notification bell for daily videos, and of course I will try to have the full spoiler in the description below.